What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a small 4K collection video. These are all the 4K movies I have, so I'm just going to do a quick video. Um, Also, thank you for watching my videos, liking it, all that stuff. So I'm going to go through each one. I don't know which one I got first. I think it was the Batman. I think it was the Batman, yeah. So one of my favorite movies is The Batman with Robert Pattinson. So I got the 4K copy here. This also has some really cool disc. Here's the code. But the discs are really cool if y'all can see that. Here's the, what is this? This is the 4K one. Here we have the Blu-ray copy and the special features. I love this movie. Definitely in my top 5 favorite Batman movies is The Batman. I heard part 2 is getting delayed, so that sucks. But I got this at 50% off on Barnes and Nobles. Not at Barnes and Nobles. I think there was like a sale happening on movies, so I got that. The next movie I got, I believe, was Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I have this on DVD. This was a blind watch. I never seen this movie before. I watched it on DVD and I really liked it, so I went on Amazon and bought the 4K copy. The front, the back. Highly recommend this movie. Ramona Flowers. Here's the inside. You have the Blu-ray, the 4K. Love this movie. Highly recommend you guys watch it if you haven't already. If you're into comedy, if you're into like graphic novels and stuff like that. I think there's also a TV show where I think they made it in the last year or something like that. There's a couple parts. I have to watch that. But yeah, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Love this movie. The next movie I got, I think, was Van Helsing. One of my favorite movies ever is Van Helsing. I watch this pretty much every year, usually once or twice. So I have the Blu-ray, the 4K copy. And yeah, one of my favorite movies. I will never get bored of it. Yeah, it's just a fun movie to have if you guys are into supernatural stuff. Dracula, werewolves, Frankenstein is in here. Frankenstein monster is in here. And highly recommend this movie. One of my favorite, top 5 favorite movies ever is Van Helsing. Next movie I got, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I remember watching this in the movie theaters. Really liked the movie. I love this movie. It's the 4K and the Blu-ray copy. Here's the 4K, here's the Blu-ray. Great movie. Shout out to J.K. Rowling. I have to watch part 2 and part 3. But very good movie. If you're into the wizarding world of Harry Potter, I highly recommend you guys watch this movie. I think you'll really like it. I still have to watch part 2 and 3. My most recent one is Dragon Slayer. This was another blind watch. I like doing blind watches of movies I've never seen before because it just I'll watch a trailer of it. Like if I'm in the store, I watched the trailer of this. I looked it up on YouTube. It looked good. I'm into the whole dark fantasy trend. If you guys know what the dark fantasy trend is on TikTok, it's been going viral. I really like that trend. So this is a steelbook copy. So this is my first ever steelbook copy of any movie, and this was a blind watch. So this was like a little over $30. So I was hoping it'd be worth it, and it definitely is. So here's the slipcover. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the side, and here is the steelbook. Here's the front. Here's the back. Here's the side. And take out the code. Here is the inside. If you guys can see, there's some text right there. If you can read that. And on the other side, and dragons were real. You can see that. So yeah, my first ever steelbook copy of any movie. I'm looking to grow this collection. This was a blind watch, so I was really hoping it'd be worth it, and it definitely is worth it. I highly recommend you guys watch it if you're into the dark fantasy trend and stuff like that. I think you guys will like this movie. So yeah, overall, these are all my 4K movies. Um, I'm looking forward to growing my collection. I have a lot of Blu-rays, but these are all my 4Ks. I don't get 4Ks a lot because they can be expensive, and I also want to get movies of I really like, you know. So a couple of these were blind watches. Not really. The only blind watch was Dragon Slayer. But other than that, I'm looking forward to growing this collection. And let me know what 4Ks you guys got. If you're into the physical media, I just uploaded a video talking about physical media. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.